Okay, artists, today you're going to make a plate for doing printmaking. We've been talking about printmaking, and I've showed you a couple videos, hopefully. And you're going to make your own. And each table will have their own little container, okay? And open it up. Inside, you will have a variety of things. Everybody will get one of these. It's just a rectangle plate, okay? And then you will have foam shapes. You will have big pieces. If you need extra, you can come back to the store and get more stuff. You will have puzzle pieces. You will have buttons. And you will have string. And how you make this, you're going to set that in the center of your table and you're going to share. You take your pen and on the back, write your name and your teacher's code. You'll get to keep this. And you're going to make this the first day. We're going to let it dry. Set them probably back on everybody's table folder if it's not soaking wet with, put a paper on top of it and have 4 per on top of the folder, okay? This is the one that I had already put ink on, and I made these earlier. They need to be able to dry. That's why I'm going to make it the day before. So if you do a letter, remember it will be backwards. So if I do an E and I print it, it would turn out like this. I would suggest not using a letter unless you don't mind and you turn into something else. Maybe I turn that into, if that was an M, I could print that because it's flipped, okay? So you're going to find your pieces. If there's white on the back of the foam, that means it's a sticker. Here we go. So this one is a sticker. Instead of gluing it, I would peel that off. And you're going to make an abstract picture with this. Press it in the center, whatever I want. Then I'm going to take my glue. Remember, we hold onto the head and take off his hat and pick his boogers if we need to for Mr. Glue. Do not overdo the glue. Remember, a frame of glue or a dot will do. And I set it wherever. I'm going to turn this into a diamond. And you're going to fill in this whole plate. You want it balanced. Maybe I take, look at this sticker. Like I said, you can come back. My biggest thing is, please, these little pieces of paper, I don't want to find them on the floor. Make sure you clean up after yourself. That little thing I have to take off. Okay. Peel it off. Press it. Now this has glitter on it. I'm hoping that the ink will adhere to it. Then you have strings. Very carefully choose one. This is where you will need a lot of glue. So I'm going to set my glue down, set my string, and you have to press. You might get some glue on you. Remember my rule with glue, artist? It's no big deal. Rub your fingers together. Rub-a-dub-dub. It's magic. The glue comes off. So I very carefully have to set this on here, and maybe I need to move it around in that glue. Make sure it's going to stick. If you have an extra piece that's sticking up, take your glue. Make sure that tail is not going to come off. Now, I still have a space over here. So then I find a puzzle piece. Is that going to fit? Wow, couldn't be more perfect. So I'm going to take my puzzle, put my frame of glue. Okay. Then I'm going to set this down. Push it in there, maybe pick up that sticker. Look, it didn't stick, so I'm going to move that sticker, push that down there. Can I fit any more in? Now, see how that's moving around, artists? That's why we can't do a prints with these until next time you come to class. If you choose a button, this is something that this one's in here because I just have a huge pile of buttons. If I glued that down, would it stay still? No, it's not a flat surface. So I would not choose that button. This is a good one. I could glue that one down. I could choose this one. If it has bumps or it's raised, same thing. Is this going to be a good button? No, it's going to roll around and not stay. So then I take my glue, same thing. I'm going to, this poor little sticker, move this sticker around again, take my glue. I might have glue that comes through the holes. That's okay. You want to have enough glue on there, artist, so it won't fall off. Then I'm going to press it. Then you will take this. That's filled up. That's pretty good. That's going to be a really neat abstract stamp. So I'm going to take this, set it on the counter or wherever I tell you with your class folder, and you should be able to set, I'll have a scrap paper on top of your class folder, and you should be able to set 4 of them on. Then make sure we throw these little pieces away. We organize this box, okay, close it up, and return it to where I ask you to return it. All right, artists, I've been doing all kinds of experimenting. I'm going to go back to the plate and try this with the ink. Roll this around this way, being very gentle, filling up my brayer. That's what this is called. Make sure the handle sticks out. You're probably going to have one per table. This is the plate that I made. I'm going to very carefully roll ink. Okay, fill this up. Now I'm still missing some. Go back very carefully. Like I said, you're going to choose one color. You go to the table with the color that you want. No fighting over what you get. The string, I'm finding out, the yarn is really hard to cover. These are made with little pieces of scrap that I had, or you can cut them and you can glue them. You're going to make this the time before. Then you're going to take your piece of paper or your card. Okay, the card is going to be an invitation to take back with you for the art show. I'm going to very carefully set it in the center. If I set it right here, I'm missing my plate. This is your plate that you're doing a print off of. So I set it down. I massage it. If you need to get a piece of paper to put underneath here to make sure that your area is clean, you can. And I'm pressing. I know that this is a rectangle. I want to press and rub and massage. Make sure that I'm getting all those pieces. Take your time with this, okay? And I've made an abstract stamp. And you'll take this stamp home. Now I'm going to very carefully, you only get to do one card, remember, okay? Oh, I love it. Look at the texture of the string, okay? So this worked so much better than here's with just the paint. That's why I really think that we're going to do the ink. But you have to be careful because the ink could stain you. You will get to take this home. Now, these plates, if you have made a plate, different classes are doing different things, you can rinse out in the sink, wipe it off very gently, and take it home. This, absolutely, you can take home, but be aware you might need to put a scrap piece of paper underneath it because it still has ink on it. Now, I'm going to do a ghost print. I've already printed that. I'm going to take another piece of paper. You can make as many off of one pull, meaning as many pulls. That's what they call it when you pull it away. You make a print. You can do as many as you want, but you only get one color. Now, I did not reapply the ink, so I'm going to set this down, massage, rub it really good. Like I said, you will have a card. You can make a card. You will have a blank piece of paper, and then I will call you back to the back, and I will have a big piece of butcher paper, and we will make a like a framed artwork for the art show of your whole class that we will make for these stamps, okay? So I've taken my time, peel it up. Oh, that's even better. So this is called a ghost print, meaning this is the first one, and I think it looks better every time that you pull it, okay? So I've still got ink on there. So I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper. This is from a ladybug that I had done. And with these ghost prints, this one's dry, you could then take a marker and make that line darker. Maybe take a black and go in there. And I don't have a marker here with me, otherwise I would do it for you. But go in there, cut this out, and draw a design. So I'm going to set this here, leave my plate where it's at, set it on there. This is a thin white piece of paper. It's not the thicker, nice project paper. I'm going to massage it. I know that it's a rectangle. Okay, I'm pressing and rubbing. I have not applied any ink. That's what I was telling you earlier. You only get to roll on this one time, okay? Because everybody's going to have to be sharing. So one time, one color, and then I'm going to very carefully pull this off. So cool. Another ghost print. So still probably have ink on there. You're going to be careful. Like I said, you get to roll it once. Choose as you get to do one card. And you can take as many pieces of paper, scrap paper that you want. I have bookmarkers that you can make. You could add color on this, okay? And then one is going to go for the class project.